All right. Inequalities, that is the topic. Okay, in inequalities, these 2 years, we are going to do two types of inequalities. One is AMG mean inequality. Earlier we discussed arithmetic mean, geometric mean inequality, some Cauchy-Schwarz inequality. Okay, that kind of inequality is called a little later. Okay, in second year for revision time we'll teach thoroughly, because officially it is not there for intermediate, and main side one will use it informally, not in a strict manner. These what we are going to deal is linear inequalities and quadratic inequalities. I'm sure maybe ICSE syllabus or somebody might have studied in 10th class or 9th class.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir, we studied.
Yeah, something of that sort. Okay. But some things that we use, okay, we may not necessarily think of the reason. For example, let us say I have A greater than B somewhere. Can I definitely write A square greater than B square? When can I square an inequality? Will it change or it will not change? Or if let's say I have A by B is greater than C by D. Can I simply do cross multiplication? AD minus BC greater than, or AD greater than BC. Okay. We just do that sometimes, but there are some problems. Okay. So we are going to learn thoroughly. All right. All these things. And A is greater than B, and let us say B is greater than C. Okay, A is greater than C. Okay, some simple formulas are there, but when we use in questions, okay, so we are going to discuss some definitions and some properties. Every question we have to do based on that. Okay, in a proper mathematical language way, in a systematic manner. Okay, first of all, in it looks like very funny what I'm asking, but A greater than B, what is the definition? Anybody want to tell what is A greater than B definition?
The value of A is more than value of B.
Okay. Let us say I want to ask something. That means some are what happens is if you see physics definitions or in maths, many things they are known to us. It's not that they are not known to us, but they are written in a proper language. Then they become subjects. Otherwise, some of the things at least we know. Okay, it was written in a standard form. That's all. Okay. For example, if A is greater than B and C is greater than D, we can say AC is greater than BD. Okay, of course, provided they are positive. When they are negative, it is not true. If asked, we may say we will give some example. Example is never the proof. Okay, all right. So if somebody gives these two things and asks you to prove this, and also some other conditions, how we are going to prove it? All right. So all that matters. Okay. So there is a definition for A greater than B. Okay, which is greater, which is smaller? Again, that definition should be given, right? What do you mean by greater and smaller? One definition we can give is on the number line, whichever number is on the right side is greater, whichever number is on the left side, which is smaller. But the definition that we want to talk about now is A greater than B definition is if A minus B is positive, A greater than B. That is the definition. Okay. Yeah, it may look like funny, but it is a definition, frankly. And we are going to prove rest of the properties by using this. Okay. So that is the first point I'm going to teach here. Okay, if A and B are real numbers, okay, they will write R like this, so it for the set of real numbers. Then, or let also I can write, not a big issue. A greater than B if and only if A minus B is greater than 0. When first number minus second number is positive, A is greater than B. In the same way, it is already there. If you want to conduct A less than B, if and only if A minus B is less than 0. You don't have to write both, one sufficient, but we want to write to conduct both.
Sir, for B greater than A, it is B minus A.
Yeah, you can here A less than B and B greater than A, both are covered here. Yes, you can say A less than B, or you can say B greater than A. Here you can say A greater than B or B less than A, both are same. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, now in the future, whenever you want to prove something is greater than something, you have to prove this. Very simple. You take this minus this and prove positive. That's it. Then you proved it. For example, something which is very obvious. Okay. There are different properties of inequalities we are going to discuss. Let us say A is greater than B and B is greater than C. If these two are given, A greater than B and B greater than C implies A is greater than C. We know that if this is bigger than this is bigger than this. But still, how to prove based on this definition? A greater than B implies A minus B is greater than 0. B greater than C implies B minus C is greater than 0. Of course, we have to also prove one more thing, which is obvious, but we should have learned in the lower classes. I don't want to teach all that. If this is a positive number, this is a positive number, their sum is also a positive number. Sum of two positive numbers is a positive number. Okay, that is quite obvious, you may say, but in the beginning, everything has to be proved. Okay, anyway, we are not going to worry about that. We are going to assume only. So A minus B is positive, B minus C is positive. So A minus B plus B minus C is greater than 0 because we are assuming or we are accepting that sum of two positive numbers is positive. Now minus B and plus B will cancel, and A minus C is greater than 0. If A minus C is greater than 0, A is greater than C. So if you want to prove A greater than C, somehow you have to prove A minus C is positive. Okay, these looks like very simple things, but later on when we do questions, because of not doing these simple things properly, we'll do a lot of mistakes. We'll see that later. Okay, next. If A greater than B, then A plus C is greater than B plus C. For an inequality, if you add a number on both sides, inequality doesn't change. If A is bigger than B, add C here, add C here. C can be any real number. The inequality will not change. Okay, that's also quite obvious, but we are going to prove all that. Again, how to prove something is greater than other one? Take this minus this. If you prove it is positive, it is done. So A plus C minus B plus C. First of all, A greater than B implies A minus B is greater than 0. Now, if you take A plus C minus B plus C, that is actually A minus B only, and we already know A minus B is positive. This minus this is positive means proved that A plus C is greater than B plus C. Okay. So whenever one is greater than other, this minus this is positive, or whenever you have to prove one is greater than the other one, you have to somehow prove this minus this is positive. That's what we've done. Okay, mainly for an inequality, you can add any real number, positive, negative, anything is okay on both sides. When you say add, you can also subtract because C can be positive, C can be negative. If C is greater than 0 and A greater than B, then CA is greater than CB. The same way, if C is less than 0 and A greater than B, then CA less than CB. Okay. When A is greater than B, doesn't matter whether A is positive, B is positive, A negative, all doesn't matter. But if C is a positive number, when you multiply the positive number to an inequality, inequality doesn't change. It will greater than will remain as greater than. If you multiply the negative number, inequality changes its sign. Greater than will become less than, or less than will become greater than. Again, how to prove it? This is first one and this is second one. Let us say then fourth one. They gave a greater than b. That means a minus b is positive. Now let us start with, if you want to prove this greater than this, take this minus this. So take CA minus CB, take C common, A minus B. In that C is positive and A minus B is negative. Those are positive. Product of two positive numbers is positive. Again, that I'm not going to discuss how to prove that and all. We'll just accept it. Product of two positive numbers is positive. Product of two negative numbers is also positive. Product of one positive number and one negative number is negative. We know that. Yeah. So this is positive, this is positive. So I can just write plus and plus. So this is greater than 0. This minus this is greater than 0 means I proved CA is greater than CB. Whereas in second part, A minus B is positive, we know. But when you take CA minus CB, C into A minus B, C is negative and A minus B is positive. One is negative, one is positive, so it is less than 0. When it is greater than 0, C is greater than CB. When it is less than 0, CA is less than CB. Okay, you have to just only understand one point, that whenever you want to prove one is greater than other, one is less than other, take that difference and prove it is positive or negative, whichever it is. Saketram, are you there in the class? 320.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that periodicity sometime other I'll send. Okay, now there is enough time for you to, if anything you are missing in trigonometry. Okay?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay, this is fourth one. Fifth one, don't write, just listen and then we'll write something neatly. If A is greater than B, can I definitely write 1 by A is less than 1 by B?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? Are there any conditions? Actually, they should be positive, they should be negative, one
Sir.
positive, one.
Positive numbers. Sir, A and B not equal to 0.
Okay, they should not be 0, that's okay. But
Sir,
What
A
of-
be greater than 0, sir.
what if both are less than 0? What happens then? What will happen to 1 by A versus 1 by B?
Sir, then 1 by A will be greater than 1 by B, sir.
If A and B were both negative.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What if A and A is positive and B is negative?
Then 1 by
By A
A
greater
is
than
greater than
1.
1 by B.
B, sir.
Okay. So there are three cases we have. Both are positive, both are negative, or this one positive, this one negative. This one negative, this one positive case will not be there anyway, right? Because A is bigger. When both are positive, it will be like this. When both are negative also, it will be like this only. Inequality changes. Let us see why. Minus 5 is greater than minus 7. Correct or wrong?
Right.
Sir.
Correct.
Minus 1 by 5 less than minus 1 by 7. Correct or wrong? If you want,
Yes,
I'll,
sir.
Yes.
okay,
Yes, sir.
I'll give 8. Let us say this is 8. This is minus 0.2. This is minus 0.125. Minus 0.125 is bigger, right? Okay. So even when both are negative also, it is changing like that, right? Okay. So that's what I'm saying. So not that whenever A greater than B, we simply say it's reciprocally less than this, taking some example. We have to thoroughly prove it. Okay. Actually, when you take this minus this, everything will be very clear to you. You know, don't write, I'll write clearly once again. A minus B is greater than 0. We know that. Here, when you take 1 by A minus 1 by B, you will get B minus A by AB. B minus A for sure negative, no doubt, because A minus B is positive. Whether the whole thing is negative or positive now depends on AB sign, right? If A and B both are positive, AB will be positive. If A and B both are negative, AB will be negative. When A is positive and B is negative, this will be negative, and negative by negative will be greater than 0. So that's what comes. So I want to write all those things here. Fifth one, first one, a greater than b greater than 0 implies 1 by a less than 1 by b. Second one, 0 greater than a greater than b, that is both are negative. Then 1 by a is still less than 1 by b. What if a is positive and b is negative? One is positive, one is negative. Then 1 by a will remain greater than 1 by b. All are about a greater than b only. Okay, here also a is greater than b, here also a is greater than b, here also a is greater than b. But here when both are positive, inequality changes. When both are negative, also inequality changes. And then here when one is positive, one is negative, it doesn't change. It doesn't change. Yes, correct. So now, proof for explanation. First and third one together, I want to give an explanation. No, first and second, sorry. In both first and second, a minus b is positive and ab is also positive. I don't even write out a minus b greater than 0. I want to tell something else. Already I proved that I can multiply with a positive number, inequality doesn't change. When I multiply the negative number, inequality changes. So I am going to take a greater than b and multiply with 1 by ab on both sides. 1 by ab into a and 1 by ab into b. By multiplying with 1 by ab, my inequality did not change. Why? Because ab is a positive number. Now a by ab is 1 by b by ab is 1 by a. And if I reverse it, 1 by a is less than 1 by b. Like that I can prove, or I can take this minus this and prove that way. Anything is okay. I can prove either way. Whereas in say third one, ab is negative. So a greater than b. When I want to multiply the negative number, which is 1 by ab, inequality changes. So 1 by ab into a is less than 1 by ab into b. So that is 1 by b is less than 1 by a, which is 1 by a greater than 1 by b. Okay. Sixth one, just don't write, but think about it. A greater than b implies a square greater than b square. When can we say this? Or when it will come reverse? Think about it.
Sir, may I say?
Yes.
Sir, this inequality holds when mod A greater than mod B.
Mod A is greater than mod B. Yes, obviously. Correct. So in that both positive, both negative, one positive, one negative, everything is covered in that. Okay. Just before writing, just one or two examples I want to give. let's say 4 is greater than 2. Okay. And obviously 16 is greater than 4. Okay. When you square 4 is greater than 3 and 16 is greater than. When you take negative numbers, minus 5 is less than minus 2. When you square it, 25 is greater than 4. Whereas if you take minus 5 is less than 7, it is correct, but when you square it, 25 is less than 14. What I want to tell, of course, on both are, one is positive, one is negative, there will be two cases here. When you take minus 5 less than 1, 25 is greater than, yeah. I want to talk about 3 different things. When both are positive, you square it, not a problem. When both are negative, when you square it, inequality changes. But when one is positive, one is negative, then one time inequality changes, one time doesn't change. Minus 5 less than 7, minus 5 less than 1, both are correct. But when you square it, here 25 is less than 49, whereas here 25 is more than 1. So when you square an inequality, when both are positive, fine. When both are negative, change the inequality. But one is positive, one is negative, it depends on the case. We cannot just square it. Otherwise, you have to write mod A is greater than mod B. In general, you can write that also if you want. Okay, so this is the third one I erased. I did not write. Everybody completed fifth one, right? Fully?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, sixth one. Different points I want to make. I may not prove all of them. Mod A is greater than mod B. Double implies A square greater than B square. That means whenever this is true, this is true, and whenever this is true, this is true. Second, A greater than B greater than 0 implies A square greater than B square. 0 greater than A greater than B, that is both are negative, then A square is less than B square. And A greater than 0 greater than B. Yeah, A is positive, B is negative. Then we cannot tell, okay? Implies A square greater than B square or A square less than B square. Sometimes this, sometimes that. Sometimes equal to also can come, okay? Or A square equal to B square. For example, 3 is greater than minus 3. When you square it, what will come? 9 equals
9
to 9.
equals to
9 equal to 9.
Yeah. So when one is positive, one is negative, when you square it, they may be equal or which are greater, we cannot say. Okay. Let's say I want to prove only the second one, nothing else, which is obvious, but in the way that we are doing how to learn, you can take this minus this and say A plus B is positive and A minus B is also positive and the product of two positive numbers. That is one way. Or A greater than B, I can multiply with A on both sides because A is a positive number. A into A is greater than A into B. I can also multiply with B on both sides. B into A is greater than B into B. Okay. I multiply with A, I multiply with B. What did I get? I got here A square is greater than AB and AB is greater than B square. If this is greater than this and this is greater than this, A square is greater than B square. Like that also you can. There's not just one way, there are many ways somebody can prove it. Okay. Somebody can take difference, somebody can do like this. But basically, when you square an inequality or when you find square root of an inequality on both sides, you should be really careful. All right. Okay, just last two things. This is basically adding many inequalities. Okay, let us say A1, A2, A3, so on up to AN, B1, B2, so on up to Bn. They're all real numbers. Obviously, we're going to talk about real numbers, not complex numbers here. I don't want to mention. If A1 is greater than B1, A2 is greater than B2, A3 is greater than B3, so on, AN is greater than Bn. If this is given to you, you can add all the left side things and all the right side things. You'll get A1 plus A2 plus A3, so on up to AN is greater than B1 plus B2, so on up to B. Even for two things or three things, okay? You can add two inequalities or three inequalities. When all are greater than, add all the left things greater than sum of all the right things. Can I also multiply like that? If A is greater than B, C is greater than D, can I say AC is greater than BD?
Yes, sir.
You have to think of positive numbers, negative numbers, all that carefully. Okay. Addition is okay. In fact, we're going to prove it also. Proving is very, very easy. Okay, so to prove this, A1 greater than B1 implies A1 minus B1 is positive. A2 is greater than B2 implies A2 minus B2 is positive. Similarly, AN greater than BN implies AN minus BN is positive. Okay. And sum of many positive numbers is positive. A1 minus B1 plus A2 minus B2, so on up to AN minus BN is greater than 0. So that is A1 plus A2 plus A3, so on up to AN minus B1 plus B2, so on up to BN is greater than 0. You can send to the other side. A1 plus A2 plus A3, so on up to AN greater than B1 plus B2, so on up to BN. Okay, even though some things we know by common sense, everything we want a proof, otherwise sometimes we can go wrong. That is the purpose of learning properly. Okay, so if it is product, what do you say? A greater than B, C greater than D, E is greater than F. Can I say ACE is greater than BDF? Is it correct or wrong?
Correct, sir.
Are there any conditions under which it will be correct?
All should be of same sign.
So you are saying if all are negative, also fine.
Yes. Or not? No, sir. No.
Okay. Basically, in seventh point, we can add the inequalities. It doesn't matter, they're positive, negative, zero, everything is included in seventh one. I did not mention anywhere which is positive and negative. But multiplication, we have to be careful. We cannot say when A is greater than B, C is greater than C, AC is greater than BD. They may be equal, one may be less than the other, one may be greater than the other. So when all are positive, things are fine. When some are positive, some are negative, you have to take the cases only carefully. Okay, so that is seventh one proof. Coming to eighth one, if A1 is greater than B1 greater than 0, A2 greater than B2 greater than 0, A3 greater than B3 greater than 0, so on, AN greater than BN greater than 0, then A1 into A2 into A3 so on up to AN is greater than B1, B2, B3 so on up to BN. We have to prove it, not that we'll just state it, but only when all are positive. When some are positive, some are negative, and all are negative, sometimes things will change, sometimes things will not change. So we are not going to talk about them. As when question comes, we'll see.
Sir,
Yes, please.
sir, like we can tell that when all are negative and n is even, then this will hold true, no, sir.
Yeah, when all are negative, even will have one formula, odd will have one formula. Yes, you're right.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's- Okay, so how to prove this? I think instead of proving for n things, if I prove for two things, in general, we can repeatedly prove the others. Okay. So I'll only take A1 greater than B1 and A2 greater than B2, and this much I'll go further proving this part. This one I'll multiply with A2 on both sides. I'll get A1, A2 is greater than B1, A2. This one I'll multiply with B1 on both sides. A2 is greater than B2 implies B1, A2 is greater than B1, B2. Now this is greater than this, and that one is greater than this. A is greater than B, B is greater than C, A greater than C. We'll get A1, A2 greater than B1, B2. Okay, if you try to take A1, A2 minus B1, B2 and proving positive, it will come, but little problem. Okay, but I multiply with A1 here and B1 here to be easier. Here also I can prove. Okay, if somebody doesn't like this, is very simple. First inequality I multiply with A2 on both sides because it is positive. Inequality doesn't change. Second inequality I multiply with B1 on both sides because B1 is positive. Inequality doesn't change. And this are same now. This is greater than this. Okay. If somebody wants to prove some other way, I will take A1, A2 minus B1, B2. How to prove it is positive is that I am going to subtract B1, A2 and add B1, A2. Same thing I added and subtracted. From these two I can take A2 common, A1 minus B1. From these two I can take B1 common, which is A2 minus B2. This is positive, this is positive, this is positive, this is positive. So positive, 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 positive. So it will be greater than 0. That's it. This minus this is greater than 0 means I proved it. So A1, A2 minus B1, B2 greater than 0 implies A1, A2 is greater than B1, B2. Okay, I'm just sharing that PDF I already uploaded in the WhatsApp group related to mains material volume 2. It is there, this topic. And you can also see on the screen after the copy from the board, inequalities and graphs. I explained all these properties just now. I'm going to change the definition slightly, but what I wrote is also.
Can you share your screen once again?
You can see now.
Yes, sir.
Your computer is very slow, student. Everything has to be told twice.
Where is this recording working, sir? Software.
Yeah, it's working very nicely. I shared in another class also.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so here I just changed the definition slightly. Here A less than B they defined as B minus a positive. I thought why to change, so I made A greater than B and said A minus B is positive. Okay. What the first property says is when A is less than B and B is less than C, A is less than C, or the other way, A is greater than B, B is greater than C, A will be greater than C. The second property says for any inequality, we can add any number or subtract any number on both sides. No problem by adding. Okay. But when you want to multiply, see here A less than B is there in third part A bit, C is positive. When you multiply the positive number, inequality remained as it is. But when you multiply the negative number, inequality changes its sign. Here less than became greater than, here less than remained as less than. Okay, now whenever A is less than B, when you take reciprocals, we can write 1 by A is greater than 1 by B. Inequality reverses. When is that? When A and B are both positive or when A and B are both negative. That is when AB is positive basically. If one is positive, one is negative, it depends on the case. No, it does not depend. It is still inequality as it is. Here when A is positive and B is positive, then inequality doesn't change by squaring it. A less than B implies A square less than B square. And some more cases of that also I told already. Coming to this, this is adding the inequalities. The sixth bit is whenever you have any inequalities, you can add all the lower things less than all the bigger things. This is multiplying inequalities, but here very carefully they mentioned they're all positive. Bk is greater than ak greater than 0. Pi means product. Capital Pi means product. All right. So all these properties with the proofs I discussed and I hope you understood. So later on when we do questions, we have to do everything based on these properties only. Okay. The 7 or 8 properties that we learned. Okay. What is there on the board? I can erase, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So today I'm going to send a link of recording of this class by evening maybe, or when I get time in the middle also I'll send it. If somebody missed part of the class due to some technical reasons, they can see it. If any video or audio is not clear, tell me. In the future I'll try to see some record settings, anything I can change. I would have done this long time back because every day at least I think 4 or 5 people genuinely have some technical reasons they miss. and difficult for us to teach separately for them every day. But regarding at least my class, I should have provided. All right. At least. Okay. So now we have to learn some notations. You are already aware of something little bit. What are these notations? Let us say somewhere I got an answer 2 less than x less than or equal to 4. X can be any number between 2 and 4, but 4 should be included. How to write this answer is we will write 2, 4, like this will. This means every real number between 2 and 4. Okay. And 4 is included. This is called closed bracket and this is called open bracket. Okay, so we are going to see how to represent different inequalities. That means whenever you solve inequalities, answers will come. Some inequality, how to represent them as sets. Okay, so I'm going to write everything 3 things. All right. Okay, I can just put a heading notation if required. We are going to write things on number line. We are going to write in inequality form, and we are also going to write in a set form. Closed interval a comma b means a less than or equal to x less than or equal to all real numbers between a and b. The number line, let us say a is somewhere here, b is somewhere here. It represents everything between a and b, a included and b included. Okay, I'm drawing a little thicker line here and a full dot here, a full circle here closed. Point A is there, point B is there, every real number between A and B is there in the number line. Or A less than equal to x less than equal to, that's what this bracket means. If you have a bracket like this, closed A and open B, let me write both open otherwise. That is A less than x less than B. Every real number between A and B, but A is not included, B is not included. This is not a point or something in 2D geometry. This is an interval. Everything between A and B. Let A comma B. That is let A be real numbers and A is less than. Okay. On the number line, how to show? I am going to put a open circle here, hollow circle here, hollow circle here for A and B. But in between, I am going to draw a thick line. What is that? Between A and B, everything is there. But here empty circle means point A is not there. Empty circle here means point B is not there. Only between A and B. Next, closed A and open B. Left side closed interval, right side open interval means A less than or equal to x less than b. Every real number between A and B, and A is included, but B is not included. Because A is included, that is a closed circle. B is not included, open circle. And full line segment between A and B. And this is this. Mainly highlighted part is the what? So A is included, full dot, B is not included. If A is open and B is closed, that is A less than x less than equal to B. That is B is the full circle, A is the empty circle, and every region between A and B. So all these 4 definitely includes every real number between A and B. The first one includes A and B also. Second one doesn't include anything extra, only everything between A and B. This includes extra A, this also includes B. Okay, I hope everybody is clear about these 4 things.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
At least they can be even written
Yes,
as
sir.
set builder form. You can write x such that, like that also you can put. X such that. This is called in set form, we write. X is a real number such that x is between A and B. That kind of. What if I have closed A to infinity. Infinity will never write closed. We always write open because infinity means the biggest number. It goes further. There's no end to it. If somebody asks, tell me what is the biggest number, whatever you tell, there's always a number greater than that. Okay. They're not saying infinity is not included. We are saying it goes forever. That's why that's just our notation that we always keep open. This means x such that x is greater than e. Every real number, including a, is also covered there. Only show that this is your thing, and a is included, full a, and everything on the right side should be highlighted. Little thick on the right side. If I take open interval a to infinity, x such that x is greater than a, all numbers greater than a, not a. It's the open a, but right side everything is a thick line. And left side is thin. Every right side. This is a. If you want a minus infinity to a, that is everything before a. X such that x is less than a. Okay, again a is open circle, but thick line on the left side, thin line on the right side. And minus infinity to a closed. I'm getting it left due to lack of space, but we write in one order. X such that x is less than or equal to a, which I will represent as full circle a is included, everything on the left of that, right side thin line. Okay, so in the future we'll be writing answers in sometimes number line form, sometimes this form, and but we write in this interval form many times.
Sir, instead of forward slash, you can also give colon, no, sir, in the set builder form.
Yeah, you can put, yes. You can put a slash, we can put a vertical line, we can put 2 dots. Column. I hope everybody clear about this brackets here. Whenever you have like this normal brackets, it is that number is not there. Whenever put a square type of bracket, that number is there. But here between these two terms, every real number is included. Saket, are you clear all these things?
Sir, what is x, sir?
No, I'm just x is a real number such that x is less than a. All such real numbers which are less than a together, that set we are talking about here. Okay.
Okay, sir.